Hi, everyone. Welcome into the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to talk about the February jobs report and the previous 2 months jobs reports. So, this was interesting because the month of February actually saw, and I'm going to put the article in the comments here, but it showed 275,000 jobs created when the February report. However, unemployment went up from 3.7% to 3.9%. Now you go back and look and say, well, I remember January having a crazy number of jobs reported. It was over 350,000. Well, guess what? Like we've talked about over and over, that was revised. Same thing with December's numbers. And we're going to get into that in just a second. Here are some of the key points from this, though, and from the February report. So, non-farm payrolls increased by 275,000 for the month. Jobless rate moved, like we talked about, 3.9% was the new number. Wall Street was looking for 198,000 new jobs. So this report exceeded that number by 77,000. Normally, that means bad news for interest rates. Interest rates usually tick up a little bit when they hear that. In this case, rates stayed pretty flat when these numbers came out because unemployment ticked up by 0.2%. Kind of strange. You can have a big increase in jobs, but then you have unemployment go up by 0.2. The revisions we'll talk about in a moment. Wages rose only 0.1%. They were expected to go up 0.2%. And healthcare was the leading sector when it comes to adding new jobs in the February report, 67,000 new ones, while 52,000 were from the government and 42,000 with restaurants and bars. But now let's talk about the numbers and the revisions. This is why a lot of times we're seeing it's just a head fake, or you have to look at the number and then set a calendar reminder and go back and look at the real numbers 30 and 60 days later. So in the month of December, they already had adjusted. They reported in December, sorry, grabbing the quick number here. It was revised down. 333,000 was the number, and they dropped that down to 290,000. In January, if you remember, it was over 350,000. It was 353 to be exact, and they moved that down to 229,000. So that means in that 60-day window, what was reported as jobs created, new jobs, actually was brought back down by 167,000. That's such a huge number that's not missing by 5,000 or 10,000 or a small revision, even 25,000. It is 167,000. And that kind of a difference in variance and adjustment and revision actually has an impact on the market because people are going off of the news on that day, and then everything's being adjusted 30 and 60 days later and realizing that actually wasn't accurate. And if you go back and look, there actually have been multiple revisions over and over in the last 12 or so months with the jobs reports. So the job reports obviously is going to continue to come out. However, take it with a grain of salt, watch for it, see what the real indicators and numbers might be, because even though February reported strong and exceeded expectations, you had unemployment that went up from 3.7 to 3.9%. And that one extra 0.1 that we may or may not see in March or for the March numbers, that could end up being, pretty big significance for the economy when you kind of cross over that threshold from the threes into the fours. So thanks for watching. Follow me here, YouTube, if you could like, subscribe, comment, follow, hit the bell, do all the things. You can reach out, visit the website, chadwickanderson.com. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll have more content for you on this channel and talk to you on the next video.